Hi, this is Jethro from Newey Marine, and I'm just making a short video about this Mercury 30 horse EFI that went for a swim. So the story with this is that some guys were diving near a reef and they left the boat on anchor and it got flipped over and the motor got soaked through. So they did get it back to shore and they washed it all down with fresh water, but it was another 2 days before they got it to a mechanic. And he basically said, oh well, after 6 hours rust will set in, and even if you do get it going, then the the electrics will all be unreliable and so on. So I just wanted to show you that I've got it going now, and in a minute I'll go through sort of the steps I took to get it up and running. Maybe it won't be reliable in the long run. I haven't actually tested it in the water yet, only on the muffs, but we'll show you it running in a minute, and then I'll quickly tell you basically the steps I went through to get it going. So I'm going to crank it over now. Fortunately it's got electric start, and we'll talk about that in a sec. Let's see how we go. Make sure it's neutral, which it appears to be. And away we go. Okay, so what did we do? First thing obviously I did was get the oil out, and about probably half to a litre of water came out of the sump. Fortunately the oil was sitting on top of it, so not much exposure to air then. Next thing I did was get these plugs out, obviously, get this off, and I put in heaps of WD-40 or CRC in there. And left it overnight, which is you got to have patience, which I haven't got a lot of normally, but anyway I did do that, and then I just put some oil in there, some normal engine oil in there, and there's plenty of YouTube videos about what you do in terms of getting something unseized, but basically had a had a wrench on the top there, and just after only a day it moved just slightly, so I was really pleased. So it wasn't seized very badly. Okay, and then I just put some more oil in and I turned it clockwise, and it became unseized, so that was good. Next thing I needed to do was change over the starter motor. So the starter motor was full of salt. I did get it running again, but I wasn't very happy with it, and I wanted something reliable, so I spent some money on a starter motor. And then the other thing that I did was take off this vapor separation tank, and the little pump in there was absolutely seized. There was lots of salt and stuff in the bottom there, which I cleaned out, and I actually replaced that little high pressure fuel pump, which is in there. I got one from China and it seemed to do the job. I've done 2 oil changes and 2 filters so far, and once I run it in the water I'll do that even more. Obviously cleaned out this fuel filter here, and there's also another fuel filter just down there, which is the high pressure fuel filter, and I changed that over too. So both those filters there. Obviously new plugs, fresh fuel, and all the rest, and I'm pleased to say that after that she's ticking over. Now the other thing I forgot to mention was obviously all this electrical stuff, so I've pulled apart all the electrical connections and I sprayed them with CRC and WD-40. I did have some issues with these solenoid valves, which are covered up at the front here, but again it was just bad earth wires and things like that, and I've sprayed all of those, and I disconnected all the connections in there, and they seem to be okay. So that's pretty well the story of my 30 horse. Who knows how long it's going to last. As I said, I haven't actually taken it out in the water yet, but my next plan is to take it out in the water. I'm going to run it for a couple of hours. I'm going to do another oil filter and change the oil, and from then on we'll just see how we go. So hope that's been worthwhile, and thanks for watching.